So this influencer, one of her fans found out where she lives, went to her house, and tried to set the place on fire. Now her name is Just Foxy, and she's a Twitch streamer, she plays Fortnite, and she's apparently some kind of sniper queen. And Just Foxy actually has quite a few fans, and some of those fans are pretty crazy. Specifically this fan. His name's Farhan. And Farhan loves watching Just Foxy on Twitch. He's watched her for years, and over time, he appears to be falling in love with her. Like sometimes he messages her in the chat, and sometimes he donates to her stream, like a lot of fans do on Twitch. In fact, he apparently donates over $2,000 to her. And I don't know if he does it all at once or little by little, but $2,000 is a lot of money. And it seems like he's waiting for her to reach out to him to profess her gratitude or her undying love or whatever, but of course, she never does, nor should she. Regardless, he keeps showing up to her streams, hoping she'll notice him, even though at this point, thousands of other people are also tuning in to watch her. And I don't know exactly when this happens, but at some point, the worst thing that could happen to Farhan happens to him. He discovers that Just Foxy has a boyfriend. And Farhan is devastated. He feels so betrayed. I mean, he sent her all that money. How could she do this to him? And the more he thinks about it, the angrier he gets. And so he comes up with this insane plan to hurt her just like she hurt him. So first, he looks her up and finds out exactly where she lives. Then, he packs some sparklers and a bag of thermite, which is a powder used to make fireworks. Then, he takes a flight from New York all the way over to Ohio. And I don't know how he got the thermite past TSA, but he supposedly did. But anyway, once he's in Ohio, he gets a rental car and he drives it to Home Depot and he buys a ceramic pot. Then he goes back to his Airbnb and he uses all these supplies to essentially create it's like a giant Roman candle. Then around 11 p.m., he drives over to Just Foxy's house. And there he sees his target, her car that's parked right out front. So Farhan just casually walks up and he's in her driveway and he walks up to the car like he's trying to scope it out. And this is actually footage of him on Just Foxy's home security camera. A few hours later, Farhan comes back with all his supplies, and he walks up to Just Foxy's car, and he puts a little box-shaped brick on the hood, and then he puts that ceramic pot he bought on top of the little box. And then he lights the fuse, and he walks away. Which I can't show you because it's arson, and I'm tired of my videos getting removed, but this sets Just Foxy's car ablaze, and it goes up in flames. Now, I don't know if this was meant to scare Just Foxy or teach her a lesson or what, but she's not even home. She's actually on vacation, probably chilling on a beach somewhere, spending all that money he donated to her. However, Just Foxy's mom is home, and Mom looks out the window and she sees Just Foxy's car on fire and she's like, holy shit! And she calls 911. And by this point, the fire starts spreading to the fence and to the side of the house as well. Luckily, firefighters arrive and they put out the fire before it can seriously damage the house. But unfortunately, Just Foxy's car is beyond saving. Here's some footage of the aftermath and you can see it's all messed up. Meanwhile, police show up to the scene, and I guess Mom shows them the security footage and they see this strange guy on camera lighting this fire. And so they start walking around the neighborhood looking for any sign of this guy. And some of them happen to walk around the corner and bam, there's a random car parked on the side of the road. And in that car is Farhan. And so the officers go up to it and they knock on his window.
What's going on?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Just wanted to rest up a little bit. I have a long drive.
Why are you doing it out here?
No reason.
And so Farhan tells him, he's just in town for a bit, visiting a friend, and that he just pulled off to the side of the road because he's tired and needed to sleep. And the officer is already suspicious.
So why did you decide to just pull off in a neighborhood to sleep? I'm so confused.
Because I drove 40 miles here, and I literally came an hour ago, and I was shot, and so I just needed to knock out.
So you just pull off into a random neighborhood?
And so yeah, they're not buying his story at all. They know something's up.
The reason why I ask is because there was somebody who set a car on fire.
Who set a car on fire?
Yes.
What do you mean? How do you set a car on fire?
They set the car on fire.
They lit the gas tank? Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah. and then you're back here.
No, I mean,
Well, you see how that's why I'm contacting you. You see how it's weird.
yeah. But no, I mean, that wasn't me. Sorry.
And so they search his car, and they don't find anything tying him to the crime. But they continue to question him, and the more the officers question him, the more nervous he gets.
I know the best policy is to be honest, and I'm not waiting for anybody. So, and I didn't set anybody's car on fire or anything like that. Promise you.
But police still aren't buying it. So they put him in their car while they bring in the canine unit. And I guess the canine unit is going to try to track the scent from the crime scene and see if it leads to Farhan's car. And so police give him one more chance to be honest with them.
So be honest with you, man. We got a dog that's tracking right now. Okay.
Okay.
From where the crime happened. Okay. You be honest with me. Is that dog gonna lead straight to this car?
No, I promise you it's not.
Oh, but it does. Of course, the canines track the scent right to his car. So at this point, police have had enough, and they pull up that security footage and they confront Farhan with it.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
It's not me.
That's not you?
No.
Sure looks like you and everything you're wearing.
It's not me.
That's not you, huh? Look a little closely. Your heart's starting to race a little bit more.
Is it? Because it's not me. I feel like you're trying to tell me it's me, but it's not.
It's not you, huh?
It's really not.
That's not you?
No.
No? Okay. Well, it's kind of funny how that appears to be you. Reflective shoes, pants,
Are they?
the shirt, your
No,
beard.
that is not me. And I don't know what to tell you. That's just not me.
Sure it's not, Farhan. So anyway, bam, police arrest him. Here's his mugshot. Meanwhile, not even 10 feet away from Farhan's car, police find a bag stashed under a pine tree. And in the bag is the hat, mask, and latex gloves that he was wearing in the video. So just to be clear, this fool committed arson and then drove literally just around the corner, and he stashed the evidence a few feet away from where he was hiding. How did he ever expect this to work out for him? Like, think about that. If he had driven somewhere else further away, like any other neighborhood, like somewhere that wasn't walking distance from the crime scene, he probably would have gotten away with it. What was he thinking? Like, I don't know. I've never stalked anyone and tried to set their possessions on fire. That seems more like your thing. So you tell me, what was he thinking? But anyway, so he's charged with aggravated arson, breaking and entering, and possession of criminal tools. And eventually, he takes a plea deal and he's sentenced to 46 months in prison. And this actually happened over a year ago, but Midwest Safety just released the body cam footage, so that's why everyone's talking about it now. So yeah, shout out to Twitch, I guess.